exist. You have manipulated us all, claiming the victim in it.
Hello, everyone. Another week. Wrestling Kingdom. I'm Dante Suave. Tasha Jones. This is episode 9. And so we were just talking. You said you've been all right. What do you think about this week in terms of the wrestling episodes?
It's been a little bit better. I think some stories, you know, eh, moving along, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to understand this Usos Roman Reigns story. It's kind of confusing me.
I told you it was going back to that hot mess. I told you.
But it's like, so what's gonna happen now? Like, so
Exactly.
hopefully on Monday we'll get some answers.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. No, 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 no. This is why him coming back, him mentoring Jay. I'm like, yeah, I don't want it. No.
Apparently he don't want it either.
Well, now, but I blame them both for that situation. Because Jimmy tried to tell him, but he was so I made Big J Uso. I knew what I'm doing. Yeah, how'd that work out for you? You didn't. And the sad part was Roman told him not to come out there. So basically you don't
But
want to
you know
listen.
what? But you know what? Roman kind of brought it on himself
No, no,
because
no, no.
at the same time,
I'm,
when they were doing that whole bloodline thing, where did he always want? I want my cousins. I want the twins. I want them.
yeah, but he wanted them, but he wanted them for selfish reasons. And to fast forward, I'm not giving him a pass right now. As far as I'm concerned, they both deserve what happened at Crown Jewel because 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 he got on Jimmy because Jimmy was trying to warn Jay about exactly what ended up happening. It's like yes, Roman is cool with you as long as you are listening to your tribal chief. But if you don't listen to your tribal chief, if you better be right, you better get it right, and nothing wrong better happen, or that same Roman that wanted you around and wanted to mentor you is going to give it to you straight. Jimmy tried to get Cody to talk to Jay. He didn't want to listen. So as far as I'm concerned, they both are at fault for this. Jay kept coming at Jimmy, coming at him sideways. Quite frankly, I don't know what Jimmy's confusion is about. Sound to me like you just
I
need to
know.
roll on your own. What are
I
you
know. If
confused
I
about?
was, I know if I was Jimmy. Oh, okay. You can do it yourself. All right.
Even when but and I get his okay, I'm not gonna say I totally don't get why, but because he thought today was cool. But that moment when Jay walked away from him and he went back into old Roman and said, just because I ain't here don't mean I don't see things. You got a problem with me talking to Jay?
Yeah.
My immediate reaction was, yeah, because he acting like you. And last I checked, champ, and I would have looked down at his waist and like, last I checked, champ. Uh, how did that end again? I'm trying to protect him for that. So if you got an issue with it, fine, but please don't forget the details while you're mad at me, champ. And then I would have walked away. See, I can be petty. I can be petty, and once again, I can write a script. I can write a
Yeah.
script, and I can be spicy, like this could be fun.
What I do appreciate even though he was mad at them, um, he didn't berate them like he would used to do. You know what I'm saying? So I can appreciate that.
He did, but it just it wasn't it it
He didn't berate
it
them
wasn't
like,
as it was more it came out more frustrated
hmm
than before. Because at the end of the day, like Seth, he needs to prove that he can do it on his own, which Seth. Yeah. Ah.
he loves Seth.
um no, don't get me wrong. I love his character. I always thought that out of the three, I figured that it was gonna be him that was gonna be the most successful in the WWE out of all three of them. I figured it was gonna be him first, Dean second, Roman third. Um, and we talked about that, but anyway, but he just, yeah. But we're jumping. Raw,
Mhm.
raw, 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 raw. So
Mhm.
Roman Reigns starts off the show. The Oracle comes out with
Mhm.
Bronson. Now, I figured I didn't know what the details were, but I figured Bronson was going to win because they're not going to let Roman beat both of them. Because if you let them
Well,
beat,
I think that um Bronson needed this win because they're trying to establish the Vision as I guess a threat. So if he lost, well, sense what that meant. But it was a protected loss. But at the same time, I think that um Bronson needed to win this match. Yeah, he did.
yeah, and I figured Breaker was going to come out. I figured
Mhm.
and then the Usos came out, and I'm like, yeah, he's still going to lose, but let's
Yeah.
see how it happens. And so yeah, and then it ends up being their fault. So then that, like you said, it was protected. Asuka goes to Pierce. Uh, she wants Kyrie to face EO,
She is make oh my gosh, she is
and I
I
told
love
you,
it. I
I
love it. But it's so hilarious at
I
the same time.
I watched so many. I watched, and the sad part is I've actually watched this play out in real life because I used to one of the factories I used to work at. I worked around a lot of Asians, and they literally in terms of like old school authoritarian who's got seniority, they literally live like that.
Yeah.
And they will go along with something even if they don't do they will go along with something even if they don't think it's a good idea. You can see it in their face like, I don't know if I
Mhm.
want to do this, but
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
and
Kyrie.
and and yeah, yeah. So that's why when you were saying what you were saying a couple of weeks ago about Kyrie, I broke it down exactly what it was. It was like whether it be on the TV show or I've now seen it in real life. This is a real thing. So this is a real thing. They actually do it. It's completely old school, including the whole laying hands on each other. Like I told you about that one story
Mhm.
about my one friend that got himself fired. Yeah, it just all the way through it. So they don't care how adult you are, how old you are. It means nothing. Absolutely, positively nothing. But yeah, so Pierce is confused, but he gives her what he wants because he sees how excited she is, and he figured that was the best way to calm her down. Kyrie obviously walks up, she finds out, and she tells Asuka she doesn't want to do it. To which Asuka let her know in her own way Like, oh, you're doing it.
because I said so.
I'm sorry you I'm sorry you mistook this as a moment where you actually had some say in your
A
life.
choice, yeah, like
And
you had a choice.
like, that was my mistake. And I believe she gave her a nice smack to boot.
Yeah.
So to really push it home, it's like, no, that was my bad. You thought this was a mutual conversation where
And
people had
you thought
where
I was
everybody in the
asking.
conversation
You
had
thought I was
options.
asking you.
I am Oscar, and I was not
Yeah.
asking. And so and you will do, because I have done so much for you. You will do as I say, and you will do it now.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Kyrie was standing there, kind of perplexed, she did her usual, treating her like they're in a domestic relationship, and yelled for
Mm-hmm.
her, and had her to follow her.
Ah,
Um,
that
yeah,
makes me laugh.
well, unfortunately, there have been some instances where people where guys are in those kind of relationships where they kind of they walk away and they notice that the person that they're not treating very kindly is still is not following them. So then they yell for them, and then they go, oh.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so Becky hits the ring. She has a match with Maxine.
Mm-hmm.
Told you so.
Tell me so what?
Maxine has gotten better, but she still got some growing to do. Because
Yeah.
like some of her moves she was trying to hit, she hit them, and she had to have help from the cameraman. And then when the cameraman wasn't able to do it, when the camera people wasn't able to do it, you could see that she still has some growing. And it's like that, like I said, it's not hate. It's just watching over the years. And she's not the only one. There are seasoned veterans that get in the ring. If they get in the ring with a newer person that might be coming up on the roster and they decide to pin them in a match, you see them in those matches. Or where it's like, if they had time to be more old school and had time to like get together in the ring and
Mm-hmm.
literally practice it with each other, then you'd have a lot less of that, in my opinion. But obviously, with all the stuff that they have to do with travel and interviews and the lucky people that have a big enough podcast following where they can get them on their show, and time with their families, talking to their families, depending on where they're at and how far away from each other they are. They got other stuff to be doing.
Yeah. I'm gonna elaborate on that at the end, but yeah. So yeah, I agree. She does have some more, growing to do. She has gotten a lot better though.
Yeah,
So I gotta give her that. Natty's been teaching her. So
yeah. So Roman comes back and speaks on the match at Perth, and then Jimmy walks up with Jay, and he's asking Roman, what's up with them, speaking on the family,
mhm,
talking about the Oracle and Bronson, and tells Roman that he's got his back, and Jay
Jay
goes,
over.
no, 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 I got this. I'm main event Jay, so I got this.
He said, "I don't need your help." Who's speaking at the top of the hour? I'm like CM Punk,
Yeah,
and not
yeah,
you. Hmm. Yeet.
yeah, and that was another instance where Roman should have seen what was which the original look that I seen him giving. I thought that was going to be a moment where Roman was going to realize that he screwed up and he was going to try to check it right there. That's not what he did. Well, he did it, but not for the reason that it would have been nice if I had been a writer that he would have done it. Um, just to let him know, like, hey, you're not me. Like, yeah, you growing and I got you, but you're not me. Bring it down a little bit. Bring it down. You up there, I need you back down here. I need you back down
Mhm.
here with the rest of the people on the planet. You know, you can have that aura. You can have the aura of main event Jey Uso, but please don't act like the the aura of main event Jey Uso is as big as the tribal chief.
Hmm.
So yeah,
Excuse my dog, she's fluffy. I gotta
yeah,
groom her. But anyway.
yeah. So
Yeah.
Lyra takes on Roxanne, and Roxanne wins. And
Oh yeah, that's when that's when Bailey was like, we gonna go
right,
after them. Yeah.
right, and I just let this go somewhere. That's all I'm saying. I mean, it's been a few weeks of filler. We need to know what personality is Bailey gonna pick, and where is this whole thing with her? When is this whole thing with her and Lyra gonna end up? And her turning on Lyra, and them having some banger matches. You know it's coming. The question is when.
Hmm.
So well, hopefully they're allowed to have some banger matches because, as you know, somebody newly turns heel, they all of a sudden become invincible. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I
Nobody
hate
can beat
that.
him. Yeah.
It's like they become invincible because that means that a 15-minute match that the person is going that the face person Lyra is going to spend 12 and a half minutes get monkey stomped, and they're gonna fit the her 2.5 minutes of coming around just to keep the crowd in it. It's like
Hmm.
it's like no, no, you don't have to do it like that. You can keep the crowd completely drawn in. Just let them
Yeah.
do their thing. Um, AJ John Cena build up.
Hmm.
AJ ends up in an interview when all of a sudden Dom and company show up,
Hmm.
and
Hmm.
and then Finn decides that he needs to give his old friend AJ a warning, and then AJ challenges them to a match,
Yeah.
which was totally what they weren't going up there to mess with AJ for, but that's just how it turned out.
Yeah.
Then Punk's walking out, and he sees Rusev
Russo.
once again. Rusev seems to love uh, being in the background of Punk,
Hmm.
and he's interrogating Pierce because
Hmm.
he got cheated. So he's letting Pierce know, like, you're going to give me what I want. You're going to give it to me now
Yeah, but he
because
gonna have to be behind Penta, or they
um
gonna make it a triple threat.
yeah, they're gonna make it a triple threat.
Yeah.
Now Rusev get angry and decide to pull a Naya and go ham on everybody, but if he do it, somebody going to hurt.
Well,
So
somebody end up her with Nia too.
yeah, but hers, unfortunately, hers has like a special asterisk because hers is like usually on like by accident. She didn't intend to do it. Rusev, we know he's going to intend to do it. It's not going to be like, oh, I didn't do this by mistake. I did this
Mm,
purely because maybe people didn't hear me. I'm getting my one-on-one match for that title, and that title's going around my waist.
touche.
So yeah, yes. We know the history of Naya. She hurts people.
She
She
heard people.
Right, exactly. That's exactly where I was about to go. They could have put her in the Hurt Syndicate, and it totally would have worked. It was like, just go out there, just do what you do. We know you're gonna hurt someone.
Naya's a pretty girl though.
She
She
is. She
she's a very
is.
pretty girl.
Punk ends up out in the ring, has fun with the crowd, addresses
Mm,
Seth and his championship run, and LA Knight comes out to let him know, hey,
hmm.
you might have forgot about me, but I ain't forgot about you.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, they was it was a back and forth for real.
Yeah. So
He was like, he was like,
and is Punk losing his edge? Because
he was like,
it seemed like he not as mic droppish as he used to be. He's not
or
as
maybe
mic,
maybe he's just getting older.
huh?
Maybe he's just getting older. But then again, when you get older, you kind of lose your filter to.
Well,
So I
no,
don't know.
because when he came back, he was mic dropping on everybody, and or it might be just the fact that there's one or two things. Either he's doing it, it's the way he's doing, that's the way he's wanting to do it, or the level of competition on the mic has stepped up. Because I'm not gonna say that LA is better than Punk, but he is pretty good.
He
He's
is.
they could definitely do some going back and forth, and it would work. So
Yeah, LA
and
Knight and him saying
Drew,
like, he
yeah,
was like, you lost your championship in 5 minutes. He was like,
right,
well, he was like, at least I've been a world champion. I
right, right,
was like,
right.
oh my gosh.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Which of course the excuse monster came out as to why. Although it
Mm,
actually no, it ain't. You can't call something an excuse if it's 100% true. The man just can't. He just can't have a one-on-one match when it comes to this, especially if there's a championship involved. It's like he
yeah.
cannot have a one-on-one match.
Yeah, it's always a triple threat, four
It's a triple
way,
threat, or somebody mad at him, so they
yeah, fatal four
interfere,
way, so they interfere,
or
yeah.
or they mad at the champion, so they interfere. So Io calls out Asuka and reminds her what she meant to her, and lets her know like, hey, you done kind of went off the rails with this whole situation. Um, I get that you my mentor and everything, but you don't let that go to your head. You lost your mind.
Hmm.
And said that she's jealous of the fact that the mentor, which there's I'm sure there's some truth to that, because like me and you done talked about when last time that girl done had her hand on some championship, she shouldn't be doing that to Oscar. Shouldn't have did it to Oscar. You shouldn't have did it to my other homie Shinsuke.
Oh,
And he done disappeared. He done got so tired of it, he done disappeared. Then he came back for a
well,
second, went ultra dark, and then he disappeared again.
he okay. I'll bring that up when we get to SmackDown. But yeah.
So that brings us to the tag match. The Usos versus Punk and LA Knight.
Hmm.
Hmm.
And who loses, Mister? And pointing at him.
Oh yeah, I could definitely see that happening, but I could see the loss going either way, because if Punk and Knight lose, that fuels the feud between them two, because whoever gets pinned is going to get blamed by the other one, which is only going to fuel the what they're gearing toward to distract.
But it already did because he hit the GTS on Jay, and who tagged himself in
Yeah,
to get that pin.
yeah. So
So that's another beef right there.
yeah, and then I are they going to go back down memory lane, beef between Jay and Jimmy? Where is this situation going? Like you said, it's like
That's what I'm saying. I don't know. That's why I'm like,
is it gonna come to a beef, and then Roman gonna see everything and then decide, oh well, maybe I should step in, and I I do partly have something to do with this.
no, he said
Um
he don't want to see him to Christmas. So
Yeah, he did say that.
Hmm.
I guess my volume wasn't up high enough because I heard the part where he said, "I don't want to see you," and I knew he said something that sounded like that, but I wasn't sure. I'm like,
He said, I don't want to
so
see you at Christmas. I love y'all. I don't want to see y'all at Christmas. So,
oh blah 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 blah. But EO Kyrie happened before that.
yeah, and they jumped
Um,
there because they knew Rhea was out, promoting in Australia. But it was a good match, though.
yeah, and and exactly this is exactly what me and you talk about all the time, and that is a perfect example of yes, Kyrie can do something. She can do her thing.
Hmm.
But to make it believable, she has to do her thing on somebody the size of EO, somebody the size of Oscar, somebody the size of uh Liv, uh Roxanne.
I wonder when Liv
Um
is coming
you
back.
you you can't have her trying to do her believable thing on Nia Jackson and have me fully invested. It's not gonna look right. The girl is the short size of a twig. She is not doing no damage. She is not doing no damage to Nia for real. It is Nia will feel the slap. She's just gonna be like, "Is that all you got? Here, try this." Ah, knock her across the room.
Mhm.
so so that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that Kyrie. I'm just saying for sports entertainment, for the sake of sports entertainment, give me matches where she has a foe more in her size range.
Mhm.
And then you get matches like EO versus Kyrie. Then you
Which
get
is
that.
dwindling to basically EO versus Oscar.
Yeah. So they did the Cody Seth build up.
Mhm.
Once again, Becky is in her own world. One of
Oh
these
my god.
days, she go figure out that Seth ain't paying her no damn attention. One of these
Oh my
days,
gosh, she is hilarious.
she go figure it out. She gonna be pissed. And Paul Seth tells Paul that obviously you could tell he's been having jitters about whether or not he can beat Cody. And
Mhm.
Paul was beating around the bush. He was say,
Mhm.
I told you, see, I told you, he is not Don Callis. He is not Don Callis because he'll be hesitant about it, but he'll
But he
let you
gon' yeah,
know.
he gonna tell you.
He'll let you
He'll slap you in the face with the truth. Oh.
he will tell you even in not telling you. Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, the Brown Bronze and they got you back and yeah. Oh, yeah, like wait, whoa, whoa,
Mhm.
whoa, 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 stop, wait a minute.
Yeah, you ain't
You're
say
the
you.
Oracle.
Yeah,
You're
you didn't
you're
say
the
you.
Oracle. How come
So
you don't say what you believe? You're the
he said
Oracle.
he said, "Oh, really? Okay. Well, let's get into it then." If you don't win those two, and I might as well figure out why I chose you over Roman.
Which he knows that out of all the names he could have named, actually he could have
Roman,
named him
Roman,
or Punk.
yeah,
He
Roman is triggered for
yeah,
a trigger for Seth. So,
yeah. Somehow that's a fact over Punk. I don't
mm,
know with the way he acts in the
I
presence of
think
Punk.
I
He could
think
have
it's
used
because
either.
I think it's because Roman, they put Roman in the top guy spot um before him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think he wanted to always have that spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think Seth, he did it. He is as good as he said he is. So I don't know, you know, I don't know. I guess it's just a mental thing.
Better than Seth. I know
Mhm.
he's your Uso, but
I didn't say better than him. I just said he was put in that position, and Seth is as good as he say he is. He is good. He is on that level. You know what I mean? But they just put Roman above him. I don't know why, but they do. But Seth is right there with him. So I don't know.
before the Usos Punk match, Jay called out Jimmy.
Yeah,
Uh, Jimmy calls out Roman,
yeah,
and then Roman hit Jimmy with the truth.
I guess.
Well, I mean, it
I just know they better leave Jimmy alone.
if they look if you really look back at it, what he did hit him with some truth that that even a person that might need more of a reality check than you, if they're good at observing things, they can point something out to you, even though technically whatever's going on might be completely their fault. So and Roman has always been good at that. Even when he was in the bloodline, he was always good at. Well, okay, yeah, you coming to me with that, but how about this reality for you? And then, oh, but
Mm-hmm.
touche. All right, you got me there.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
all right. You're
But
still
still,
wrong, but you got me. Good one.
yeah, still.
You know, give him a little, give him a
He
little
said he's
spaceball
weak.
salute.
But I don't care what Roman says. They twins. I mean, they're, you know, individuals, but they're twins. So they always gonna be alike. Period.
But not in terms of being champion. Just saying. Yeah, yeah. You can you can roll with the eyes. The only championship they have in common is being tag team. Other than that, Jimmy ain't had hide nor tail. Of
He's injured,
he ain't been injured that whole time.
but he still has to work his way up.
Yeah, and he can't work his way up because he get in matches and he lose. Cause
It's not
cause
his fault.
cause he was trying to be no yeet. He was trying to be no yeet. He was trying to be no yeet. And in terms of winning to get to the championship, that was the no yeet.
Well, I am biased. As you can see, my name right
and
here.
and
My
and now
name right
he's
here.
over on Raw with
I
his
can't. I,
brother.
I don't. I don't. I'm biased. I cannot speak bad on
Oh,
either of them.
I'm well aware.
You
Well
see,
aware
I
of the
say I love my
bias.
twins. I love them. So,
I'm,
you know,
I'm well aware of the bias. Last thing we gonna talk about, then we'll move on to NXT. Uh, uh, Penta and AJ and Dragon Lee took on
hmm
Judgment Day.
hmm
Give him one set of opponents and leave it be.
Penta.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, my God, the man is always open to catching a beat down because you didn't finish what was going on between him and New Day before you had him in the crosshairs of Rusev. You can't have any you can't have Penta distracted by anybody, and Rusev has him in his crosshairs. Just no, he needs to be able to focus. That is a focus moment. It's like, focus, your opponent is here. Is Rusev. You're like, what about that over there? I said Rusev. I didn't say Tozawa. I said Rusev. Said Rusev, bro. Stick with me. Here. I didn't say R-Truth or Rod Killings. I said Rusev. Like, he's got to bring his A++ game. He's got to be focused.
I love Penta too.
But yeah, I just give everybody some doggone direction. They go into like 12 million directions at once. It's a whole bunch of chaos. But meanwhile, you get on the internet and you see people talking smack about AEW and their chaos. I'm like, what? Just because it has more of a storyline to it, WWE gets a pass? Like, they're doing the same thing. like theirs have more of a storyline, so I'm distracted by the chaos. It's like, well, I'm not, and I'm a multitasker. It's like, damn it, focus. So yeah. All right. NXT Showdown.
That was, oh my God, I loved it. I loved it.
Hardy's
From beginning to end.
Hardy's, which you don't get to say that a lot.
Yeah, no. Hardy.
There was one match I did have a problem with.
Which one?
We'll get to it. I'll wait till we get to it to address it. Hardy's versus Dark State.
They visit their legacy. And you see
so many things here.
So they see the Dudleys in the
which is opening the door to, oh, hey, by the way, we didn't get the NXT titles either. So
that's why tonight at Bound for Glory, they are challenging them to their last table match for both the TNA and NXT tag team champion. Which I don't know how much sense that makes. It'll make sense because if that's their last match, then they practically wrote the story, told the ending. So, and Devon, he's like, I'm doing this, but I don't know if I could. So it's crazy.
Which means that they did everything they could to talk him into it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, they just kept pestering him about it, and he's like, okay, all right, just leave me alone. All right, I'll do it. I did like the match. I liked it mostly because it was a tag match with no outside interference.
Yeah.
And now, so many questions.
Well, except at the beginning, but then we kicked him out. So
yeah. So now that begs the question that has always been asked of every group, that when there's a tag match and they always win, including when they win the titles, and then the first time that they do it 1-on-1 or 2-on-2 in this case, they lose the title. Now the ultimate question is, okay, how good are you? You've been running around boasting, it's about the Dark State. Oh, it's about the Dark State. You can't mess with Dark State. Of course we can't mess with you when it ain't straight up. But when it's straight up, All of a sudden,
Mhm.
when it's straight up and you going to get somebody with what's the words I'm looking for? Uh well no, because they yeah, no. Well, no, because that whole 3-on-3, there was outside interference, and that was the reason why they beat Hendry. And one of the times that was by one of the times was a mistake by Hendry, and then one of the
Mhm.
times was outside interference because of their buddies.
Mhm.
So they're I guess you can give them that win since the mistake came from their opponent's teammate. Um, but yeah, when have they actually won a heads up match? It's like like they did win the 4-on-4 because there was too much turmoil when it was Moose and when it was Moose, Oba.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they won that one. Okay, so they won that one like completely. That was one. You
Mhm.
know, it took the turmoil of the opponents that they were going against for them to get a win, for them to get a straight up win. Okay, that tells you that you're not bringing it. So, um, but yeah, love the match.
Mhm.
I'm proud of I'm proud of the Hardys. Proud that Jeff. Please do not, please do not get kicked out while holding the titles
Well, he
because
did say he's been sober for like 2, 3 years.
I
Um,
know, but they always let him come back, and then he's talking about how sober he's been, and then the next thing we know, he wins the title, and then he has to lose the title because he got in trouble again.
well, we're not gonna put that out there. We're gonna be was it pessimistic,
No, I'm being
cautiously
real.
optimistic,
If it
cautiously
only happened
optimistic.
once, if it only happened once, you're being
I
pessimistic.
know.
If it's happened multiple times, you'd be like,
That's why I said I'm cautiously optimistic. You too
it's
old for that now.
like kind of like I
You
do
too
my
old for
kids.
that now. I seen that little thing they did in TNA, and your daughters are teenagers, so get it together. So,
Um, yeah, and I say that purely in love because I have actually met the dude. He's an awesome dude. I believe they're coming again soon. I gotta look and see when it is so I can try not to miss it. Um,
yeah, I know because that time when they were at
horror
somewhere,
horror hound.
yeah, and I didn't know about it. I was like, oh, you son of a.
Yeah,
So,
so yeah, he'll when he comes this time it'll be for a concert. So uh but yeah. So okay. La 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 la. So the inspiration, aka the Iconics,
the
and Maura Sadie and
car
Kalani
Jackson.
Jordan
Hmm.
versus Lola and Jada and Soruka and JC,
Hmm.
with Jordan as a special guest referee.
Referee
So she figured out a way
to
to
get in
get.
there. Hmm.
All right. So that was a pretty good match. It was nice
Hmm.
to see it was nice to see the Iconics, although the um everybody looks different. Well,
Yeah,
obviously Peyton doesn't look different, but her partner does. I barely recognized who she was. I'm like, wait, huh? I I don't I don't know what she's done, but
she dyed her hair blonde.
Yeah, but like her face though
Yeah,
should
it
still
does
be
look different.
recognizable.
Yeah,
Like her
it does
face
look
looked
different.
different too. I'm like, wait, the I remember the inspiration, but where's Peyton's partner?
Yeah,
Oh, that is her.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
They had a good match.
Mm-hmm.
Lola and Company won,
Mm-hmm.
and that's hilarious. Uh, Matt Cardona
Ah.
tries to apologize for what he did to Briggs. Ava's not buying it. And while he's trying to get a match with Briggs, he has to hide
Break
behind the door
coming.
because Briggs
Yeah.
comes in also wanting a match. And
Mm-hmm.
Ava plays it off because
Yeah.
she don't want World War 75 in her office.
Mm-hmm.
And she gives them the match, and then they eventually both leave, one behind the other. And now we get to the match that I did not like.
Okay.
Mustafa Ali versus Ethan Page.
Ooh.
It was a great match. I don't
Yes,
like
it
it for two
was.
reasons.
Okay.
Once again, like they did in the WWE, they acting like he mistake prone. That is not the first match he has lost via stuff laying around the ring. That's one.
Mm-hmm.
Two, in accordance to the question that you asked,
Mm-hmm.
why would it have been a bad thing? Well, I get part of the reason why they couldn't let him win, but why couldn't they have let him win? Even if they didn't let him keep it long, why didn't they let him win the title? Because they did owe it to him.
They pulled a Martin and Gina. Here's your title shot. Damn. Okay. So, um, yeah, because I'm thinking like if they got this partnership, they got Trick as the big title, the heavyweight champion. And then they got Kalani Jordan as the knockouts champion. But they didn't at the time they didn't have no TNA stars with a WWE title. They do now with the Hardys. But why wouldn't they let Ali win the North American Championship?
They are the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
And you may not you don't like I get that you don't like my answer. I don't like giving it. But at the end of the day, the WWE is going to make sure that everybody knows who's running the roost.
Agreed.
So yeah, but yeah, I just let him win it.
Yeah.
Now now in the aspect of everything, um obviously it came out after the match. One reason why he didn't win.
Because they
Because
want
Doc
Dr. Wagner Jr.
yeah, Dr. Wagner uh addresses Ethan Page
Mm-hmm.
when when our guy Lexus King walks up
Peach, yay!
accusing him of being Tavian Heights.
Yeah.
And
And then
Dr.
he
Wagner
Tavion,
addresses him and walks away, and then
then
Tavian walks
Tavion
up.
walks up.
He's like, "Why are you saying I'm
Yeah.
Dr. Wagner?"
He said, "How you do that?"
Right. So, which okay, while that little vignette is funny and great, um, Lexus needs to be in the ring
Yes, he does.
unless he's hurt. Lexus needs to be in the ring. If there's something wrong with Stacks, then let him get the heritage title back, or um, he should be getting on somebody's nerves for the North American title.
Fun.
Yes. Matter of fact, yes. Lexus versus Ethan. Yes, book it now. Let's go.
Please, please.
Um,
They let they
and
let
I'm not saying
Wesley
that
go.
because of any kind of bias. I'm saying that because I like the way both of them roll.
Mhm.
The ego maniacal aura that would be coming off of the mic work would be great. That that alone would be great. And we haven't even gotten in the ring and gotten to the match yet. So
Mhm.
yeah, Zarya confronts Soul about their issues, and Soul tries to assure her that they still good when Blake walks up. And Blake tries to tell Zarya to wake up,
Mhm.
see the writing on the wall, see the writing on the wall, and go solo. And
I saw a picture of Zarya without all that stuff, makeup on her face. And I was like, oh, she's a pretty girl.
yeah,
Without all the makeup.
I'm guessing that that was a wig that she was wearing, because I don't understand how when you're on TV you're blonde, but when you're at home chilling, you your hair
Well,
is red. Oh, was that an old picture? Was
yeah,
that
they need to protect their hair.
um oh God.
Mhm.
But yeah. So obviously Zarya wasn't feeling it,
Right.
and Blake confirms that there's one title she wants, and she points to it,
Mhm. So with
and
the
so now Soul has a problem. Soul is going to end up having a problem because Zarya is going to end up turning. I don't know why. What about her made them decide to can you hear anything?
not now.
Huh?
Not now.
Okay. Um I turned the volume up on my phone a little bit. Okay. Because eventually it's gonna be time to talk about Collision. So I need to let it get there. Anyway, uh main event match.
The men's.
Trick, Saint, Evans, Bourne versus Kaz, Leon, Moose, and Santana. Things I'm not surprised about. Rick turned his back on the team.
Yes, he did.
I I
How
will
they do that?
pretend to be shocked.
Oh my gosh. He did it.
Right.
You know what that means? He's losing tonight.
I that match could have been so much more.
Oh shoot, Ricky. I keep wanting to call him Ricky Starks. Ricky Saints did his thing.
Ricky Saints did his thing,
He did.
but the lopsided way that went down, even the 4-2 before TNA started losing, which I kind of figured that TNA was going to win. I just would have still liked it to have looked at it.
Then Javon got eliminated by Leon Slater, so their match is gonna be phenomenal tonight at Bound for Glory. He wasn't the first one to go, was he? It was Miles Board, right? He was the first eliminated.
Yes, it was Miles Bourne.
Mm-hmm.
Miles Bourne, then
Javon.
then Javon.
And then Trick eliminated himself.
Yeah.
And then he put up that fight though, so I gotta give him that credit.
Oh yeah. The look, the look that he gave Leon
He
when
was like,
Leon
"Oh, okay."
pinned him. He's
Uh-huh.
like, "You son of a! I
Yeah.
thought we were friends, bro. You in a match against each other. Stop. You
Oh, it's
deserve
gonna.
to
They.
lose."
I think they're gonna steal this Bound for Glory pay-per-view tonight. They're gonna steal the show.
And I, as much as I hate to say it, I won't be shocked if Evans beats him
No one either.
because that like I said, that look that he had on his face when he
Hmm.
pinned him,
And he did cut a promo on him.
he's
He
like,
cut a
"Man, I ought to
promo on
beat,
him.
like I
He
ought to
said,
beat you where you stand." It's
yeah,
like,
he said he was like, yeah, you got the pin over me at the showdown. You're like, but I'm gonna get you a Bound for Glory. So
all right, and that takes us to Dynamite. So,
hmm.
Cowboy and Joe start off the show.
Hmm.
They address each other.
Hmm. Yeah.
They pull no punches.
Samoa
They,
Joe, Samoa Joe.
yeah. That
That man
Joe.
is that man is oh my lord.
So annoying.
WWE messed up with him big time. I
And
mean, I know he was
they,
having injuries too, but at the
they,
same time, like
yeah,
they
they
fumbled
said
him.
the reason why they let him go, hmm, the reason why they let him go, it evolved around the fact of him being hurt.
Hmm.
Um,
They let Wesley go.
who
WWE. He got released.
recently?
Hmm. Him, Stevie Turner, and then some other NXT upcomers. Lance and Hawaii. Um, yeah.
Wow,
Hmm.
that's amazing because they were just on the last episode of Evolve. That that amazes me how they do that. Somebody could just have been on a show, and the next thing you know, they're released.
Hmm.
Um, which now where does that leave
The other
Tyson?
two, I don't know.
Wow.
Hmm.
So the conglomeration interview, Briscoe speaks on the match. Um, on the matches that everybody has coming up, basically. And then that runs us into the first match, which was a grinding banger.
Yeah, the Ishii Moxley match. Mm. Mm-hmm.
Those two were perfect for each other. They can have a
Mm-hmm.
nice slow match because everything they try to deliver.
Is that okay? So is that the one where Darby came out with the cocktail? Did he come out at that match, or it was? Am I thinking of something else like last week?
No, he didn't come out to the end of the show.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
So
He did interrupt him at Comic-Con though.
yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, he ain't playing. He ain't playing.
Young Bucks want to talk to Tony Khan.
Yeah.
They asked them about Jurassic Express and attacking them twice. Interesting diversion. Chris Statlander and Tony build up.
Yeah.
And then you have the demand against the Hurt Syndicate in the street fight.
Mm-hmm. We heard people. We heard people. With MVP doing his thing as much as he could.
That match was crazy. It was all over the place. But it was good.
Mm-hmm. It was.
Everybody did well.
Did their
Uh,
part. Mm-hmm.
everybody did their part. I wasn't entertained. Syndicate.
And they won.
Don Callis has an interview.
Yeah.
I don't know why they call it the Don Callis family. I think they should call it NWO 3.0.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, oh man, did it again.
Um, and
Uh, Jurassic Express.
yeah, their and I don't even think that match was long, but they had theirs and Young Bucks attacked them and said they wanted the match, so they got a match now for next week's Dynamite for 500K. Um, so
Yeah. Um, yeah. AM and Orion.
no, okay.
Yeah, well, right.
Hmm. So yeah,
So let's see. Death Riders. Back.
He fought
Pac called out tangerine balls. So you know who he was talking about. The stuff they let them get away with on TV. And they talk about the Attitude Era. Um, Called him out prior to the match. Um,
who did
Let him
he
know that
fight?
that it was
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, Orange Cassidy. I was
yeah,
trying to think like who did he fight? Okay.
tangerine balls. I, I, oh my god, I couldn't stop laughing for a bunch of minutes. Um, it was yeah, it was it's hard to take notes and pay attention once you hear that get said.
Mhm.
But anyway, um, called him out, let him know it was nothing personal. Basically, he just wants to fight.
Yeah,
So,
and
so
that's
yeah,
what they did.
yeah. So, and then it was the Battle of the Kyles,
Yes.
part two. Kyle O'Reilly versus Kyle Fletcher, which
Hmm.
Kyle won. Kyle Fletcher won,
Yes, Kyle Fletcher.
and then Fletcher tells Archer to beat down O'Reilly.
Mm.
Melee ensues when the conglomeration comes out,
Hmm.
and after they fled the ring, uh, after they fled the ring, after they fled the ring, uh, Kyle got more bad news.
Mm-mm.
He got stopped and got and it was brought to his attention that he does in fact have a match against Mark Briscoe at Wrestle Dream.
Yep.
He
Yep.
was not happy. He
No, he
did,
wasn't.
didn't really say
Market,
anything. He kind of just
market
walked off.
crazy. Yeah, market
Just kind of
crazy.
walked off. It's like,
Yeah,
hmm.
he was a little less than happy.
And that brings us to a great match that I'm quite frankly surprised ended the way it did.
Okay.
Rodito versus Okada and Takeshita.
Um.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised they won because the vibes of the aura that they give off
That was so
is
funny because they won and he was like, he just walked off like, man.
well, yeah, because he pulled on him what LA Knight pulled on Punk.
Yeah.
So yeah, that Takeshita was like, nah, ain't no hold my arm. I don't care we won.
Hmm. Yeah.
And where does that leave the match? See that? I don't know.
Right.
If you let them win, am I gonna have to see that every week? It's like,
Or they might get along. Like, Cesaro and Sheamus when they became a tag team.
yeah, but they were like that because they had beat the crap out of each other, and neither one of them had forgotten how they beat the crap out of each other.
Yeah.
Okada and Takeshita, that's different. That's we in the same clique. We got
It's more or less like jealousy.
we got this prick over here that won't name one of us number one, and we all know that I'm number one. Both of them pointing at themselves.
Yeah.
It's like everybody knows that I should be running it, and but I'm having to share the spotlight with you.
Yeah.
No, that don't work. Ask ask Westbrook, about his time in OKC with Durant. No, that just don't
Mm-hmm.
work.
Mm-hmm.
So but at the end of the day, it was a good match, even though Rodito was terribly injured and got
Yeah.
injured more during the match.
So we know who's gonna win at West Wrestle Dream.
Yeah,
I will be surprised if Brody don't win. I will be surprised.
yeah, because that more than likely that injury that he has is probably gonna have it where he needs to be out for a while. So yeah, which is unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Willow and Jet Speed assess FTR,
Mm-hmm.
and obviously Stokely and FTR, and or as they're called now, Stokely and the Top Gods.
Yeah. Well, that's what Megan named him.
Right. So they addressed each other and what they were going to do to each other in their next match. Brodito does an interview. Brodito blames himself.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and
He said, "No, that's okay. We can do this." Yeah.
yeah,
All right.
now if they don't do it, what's Brody gonna do? And
Bring back
I,
Buddy. Bring back Buddy Matthews. Is that his name?
Mhm.
Buddy Matthews. Is that his name?
yeah, that's his
Yeah.
name. Uh, that's why they should be allowed to keep their name so that we don't have to ask questions like that.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm gonna just say Rhea's husband.
right, then the main event, Orange Cassidy versus the Bastard Pack. It went the way it was expected. We expected Bastard Pack to be a bastard. And what
Mm-hmm.
we did not expect was for
Darby
Darby
does.
Allin to rear his ugly head,
Yeah.
cost cost Pack the
Happy Max.
match,
Yeah. And that's
cost
when you
Pack the
had.
match,
I
and
was like, they are good. They're going too far with these cocktails and stuff. Like, come on, bro. You already set the dude on fire. Like, come on.
compared to what they've done to him, I don't think he's done enough. I don't.
That's right.
I don't. I
But
don't.
then again,
Like that one moment. I like John Moxley, but yeah, go ahead and push him over the edge.
mm,
I mean, you
they
know,
they did put a plastic bag over Daniel Bryan's head and try to suffocate him. So
right?
I guess that's
Yeah,
what they
they.
say, an eye for an eye.
That's what I'm saying. They don't do enough. They
Yeah.
all of a sudden, when the good guy tries to do it, all of a sudden you got 50 security. Idiot!
Yeah.
No, you can't do that to the man. If you don't back
Yeah.
up off me, I'm gonna set
They
you on
wanna
fire.
they wanna put attempted murder on him. That's okay, I guess.
Right? Like, yeah,
That's
it's
why I don't think Mox is going back to WWE. He loves this too much. So
right, right. And I uh and contrary to what is thought, it does work. Um, but you do have to manage it a little bit. Although I would say if I was in charge of it, as much as I like John, he would catch a lot more coming back on that boomerang than he gets.
yeah.
Uh, um, yeah. So whether it be during the match or somebody catching him slipping, like he be catching everybody else slipping. But
Hmm.
at this point, I need everybody. I need the Death Riders to break up because I need to see Cesaro
He wasn't
or
even there
Claudio.
on Saturday. He wasn't even in that little promo that they
Yeah.
did.
He. I need Claudio with the TNA title
Okay. Who is the
on.
TNT champion? Who is it?
You know.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Old age.
Wow. See,
Old age.
and that and that in itself says that there needs to be a a champion. Uh,
I'm sorry, Kyle Fletcher. I'm so sorry. I'm old. I
no, it's
forget.
not Kyle.
Kyle Fletcher is the champion, TNT champion. Are
Oh,
you
you know
talking
what?
about
I'm
TNA?
sorry. I'm
Oh, okay.
sorry. The AEW champion. That's
Yeah.
yeah. That's my bad.
Hangman.
See, I caused the miscommunication. Um. They can put that on Yuta, I guess. I'm. That's another thing I don't like about some of
Maybe.
these clicks,
Or
or at least
Garcia.
have them in title contention.
Or Garcia.
Huh?
Or Garcia.
Yeah, he could be in there too.
He was already the champion, so why not?
Right,
You
right.
know?
That's why I said. That's why I said. Yeah, yeah, he could be in there too. But I'm mostly talking about the people that it's like you see what they're capable of, but you never see them with the title on around their waist.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah, no offense. Can we put a title right there?
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah. Like pin the title on the person.
right.
Yeah. So are we going to SmackDown?
Yes.
All right. SmackDown. Whew. It came on at 8 o'clock in the morning, so I was able to see some clips. But I mean, before watching, the whole thing. So they had I can't remember what match was first, but anyway, they had Jacob talking in the background. He was talking. Well, no. Cody came out and cut a promo about the crown jewel um on Seth or whatever. Then um he had he was trying to ask Michael Cole what the audience was saying. Audience was saying that Seth's a wanker. So Wade Barrett said it. So that promo ended. He ran into Jacob backstage, and Jacob said, "Okay, yeah, I'm next," basically. And then Drew attacked Jacob. Cody was like, "Good," and then Drew attacked Jacob, and he was about to ram his face with the like a steel cart or something, but everybody came and stopped him. Then um, they went to the I'm trying to think, did they do the women's tag match with Kiana James and Julia versus Stephanie and Tiffany Stratton? I don't remember if they did that one next. But anyway, excuse me. Anyway, they who won that match. It was okay. Then they did the open challenge, the Sami Zayn open challenge. And who comes out? Shinsuke Nakamura. And he got his old music back. So he came out as a
I'm not
babyface.
getting my hopes up no more. I'm tired of getting my hopes up. And they just dashed them. I'm not doing it no
it,
more.
it was a it
I'm
was a
not.
good it was a good throwback match. Until guess who else came? Tama, Tama Tonga. He's back, and he came with the I know it's a comic book he likes, but I'm gonna call it the Dead President's face paint. So it was him and um Hikaleo Talatonga. I'm trying to get used to these names now. Jeff Cobb, JC Mateo, and Tongaloa. They all came in. They had the face paint on. They attacked Sammy and Shinsuke. And then Solo came and, you know, that whole thing. Um, then they had the match with Street Profits and YS6. YS6 won the match, and guess who appeared again? The MFTs. Um, and everybody was going crazy about that. Then Nikki Cross Solo came in, and then Nikki Cross came in like she was really gonna do something. Um, and he said, "Tell Uncle Howdy I'm looking for him. MFTs are back. Whatever." I knew it. Didn't I tell you? I told you, didn't I? So they are now backstage with Drew talking to Nick Aldis, and Nick Aldis said there's going to be a match between Jacob and Drew McIntyre next Friday. Jacob then attacks Drew and said, "I do this. I do this, Drew. Come on with it." So, that's gonna be a banger. I know it because that's Jacob, my teddy bear, and then my jersey. So there we go. Um, then there was. I'm trying to think if it was another match besides the last man standing match. If it is, I forgot. Sorry. Um, but then they go to the last man standing match, and that match was great. Um, at the end, at the end of that match, Zelina comes out, or towards the ending, and she's basically trying to get Damian Priest to not hurt Alistair. But, and then she moves out the way, and then Alistair hits Damian with a fireball. Hit Black Mass, won the match, and now Zelina and Alistair are going to be the duo. So I guess this husband and wife clicks are what's in right now. So yeah.
Which I don't want to see it unless it's gonna end up where, which it can, unless they put him on Raw. Unless he's gonna end up going up against Seth and Becky, and the titles involved. I don't even care. It's like, why are you once again? Why are you ruining Alistair?
Mm. Yeah, maybe he wanted to work with his wife. So
I get that, but I just it's like, yeah, but where's it gonna lead to? And the only place that it's gonna lead to where I'm gonna get both Alistair and Selena is if you go up against another couple, which means you're either going up against Punk and AJ, which those
Montez
matches.
and Bianca, if she comes back.
Who?
Um, Montez and Bianca. Um,
No, no,
Montez and Bianca.
no.
They're married.
I get that, but no, there ain't no title
Um,
in that. There ain't no title in that.
that's true.
Unless he gets a tag partner and his tag partner has a wife, and then and then
Well,
you
he
got
does. He does, but she's just not a wrestler. So,
and then uh well, I was talking about Alistair too. You would
yeah,
have to find him a tag partner, and then find that tag partner's wife, and then you
yeah,
have to like, no, see, I'm cutting out all the minutiae,
yeah.
as I say on my other show. I'm cutting out
Mhm,
all the minutiae, like
mhm.
just take it straight to Punk or Seth.
Yeah, I don't
Those
know.
matches are going to lead
I
to a
don't know
title.
what they're. I don't know what this is going to lead to. I was like, I love Zelina, but I'm really just looking forward to the Drew Jacob match. So um, that's my thing. So yeah, that's how we end it.
Okay. With that, we move on to Collision. So, Collision started off where the Triangle of Madness, Harley,
Hmm.
Cameron, Tony, and Chris, Big Bill, Big Bill and Keith, and Max Caster and Anthony Bowens, and
They
then
don't
the
want to be
Top
called the
Gods
acclaimed,
and Jet
but they're
Speed and
called the
Willow
acclaimed.
all took turns addressing each other.
Hmm.
So those were all they were very fast, very entertaining for the most part. But but and I guess that's their way of like putting in filler instead of giving me like instant like match greatness at the beginning of the show. So or doing like match build up.
Hmm.
So we got Josh Alexander versus Kota
Kota
Ibushi.
Ibushi,
Yeah.
uh, get well soon. Um, he broke his femur during that match. Um, which was pretty good. Um, but then they was trying to beat him up after, and then Kenny Omega came out and fought him off.
Yeah, like literally like lost his mind.
Hmm.
Um,
That's his bestie. You don't mess with his
so
bestie.
then there was some Wrestle Dream build up, and
Mm.
then it was Brian Keith and Big Bill versus
Hmm.
Max Caster and Anthony Bowens.
Yep.
Um,
Hmm. They don't want to be called the acclaimed.
how do you fight your way to a victory?
Yeah, they putting it back together. Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive. Let's go,
God,
Max. You're the best wrestler
you
alive.
and that thing there, you and that there. Good Lord.
Oh my gosh. Jack Perry came into Kenny Omega's locker room, basically an enemy of my enemy is my friend, type thing.
Yeah, and
Um,
of course, Omega doesn't believe him.
yeah. He said, but if you for real about it, see you on Dynamite and let's make something happen. So, you know,
So Brian Keith and them after their loss, they're headed back to
yeah.
when they're interrupted by the Bang Bang Gang and Ace
Mhm.
Austin.
Mhm. Yeah.
And then there was Ty J. They have a new name. They're called
Mhm.
Ty J versus Dream Girl Ellie and Carolina Cruz.
I know when that was on, my son was up here and he was like, "Who is this?" I was like, "Oh, shut up!" Going downstairs. Like we ain't. I'm not playing with you. So basically, Ty J, you got a fan in my oldest son. So then they won. So they wanted to, tag team or whatever. And then Harley Cameron trying to find her a tag team, and she was trying to do Mercedes Moné, and she said no. And then Chris Statlander is the champ now. So um they say, so I think they're gonna put Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale together. Okay. What's that look?
He recovered fast, and then he challenged in the ops.
Oh yeah,
It's
Shibata.
Hobbs, Joe, and Shibata.
Shibata.
So Shibata,
He challenged who did he
LFI,
challenge?
and they put
Who?
the LFI.
Yeah, with Sammy Guevara. Okay. Yeah. Challenged them and putting the trios title on the line. Yeah. So and then my Eddie came out and beat B Sportos. My Eddie. And then
Triangle of Madness. They
mhm.
challenged that Triangle of Madness was in an interview,
Yeah,
and
and then
Jamie
Aminata.
Hayter and
Yep.
Aminata
Aminata.
kind of
Got
let
their
them
lick
know, like,
back.
hey, I hope you haven't forgotten
Yeah,
about us. You jumped us too.
they got their lick back.
So,
Um,
which the only problem is they're kind of outnumbered.
now they'll find somebody. They'll be all right.
But yeah, uh, like I was saying, after their loss, they ran in Big Keith, uh, Big Bill, and Brian Keith ran into the Bang Bang game,
Mm-hmm.
and Ace Austin, and Lee. Obviously, they had a going back and forth. Well, they what's going on with everybody that was in the Bang Bang game?
I don't know. I know Jay White is. I guess he's injured. I know Colton is injured, but yeah,
It's like good lord.
I
Um,
know.
but at least we know that I guess they're keeping spots warm for them by trying to keep the click going
Yeah.
by bringing in uninjured people. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, um, but yeah, Ty J and they won their match, and then
Mm-hmm.
conglomeration addressed the Death Riders,
I know,
and
and then that's gonna be something because Roderick Strong is married to Marina Shafir. So
then the Demand addressed the
yeah.
match between the Gates of Agony and
Mm-hmm.
Shelton and Bobby Lashley
And
for
they said, "Oh, it's not over."
next week.
Yeah, it's not over. And then, yeah, and then Darby and Moxley is supposed to have a face to face. Whatever could go wrong.
Right. And then that made it where Marina addressed Darby, and so did Daniel
Mm-hmm.
and Pack, and then Mox issued him a warning as usual.
Mm-hmm.
Him
Mm-hmm.
him being his Moxley self addressed the
Mm-hmm.
situation,
Mm-hmm.
and then we had the Triangle of Madness. They won against Harley, Tony, and
Yeah.
Statlander.
Mm-hmm. And
So
then
what'd you think of the show, like completely?
eh, it was okay. It was okay. You know, I'm always here to see my Eddie, but uh, yeah, it was okay.
I am surprised that they're letting everybody do the pounce. They're getting to the point where they're letting everybody uh do do the do the pounce now.
I know Willow's been doing it, so I don't know.
I know Willow is doing it. I know There's somebody else doing it, and I can't think of who it is off the top of my
I'm
head.
trying to think. I'm trying to think myself. Is
Now,
Brody
now,
doing it? Is
now,
Brody doing it?
I think Brody's done it a couple of times. Uh, I believe I know Callie Storm. Callie Storm is doing
Oh,
it.
okay,
Callie Strong, sorry, not
okay.
Callie Storm. Callie Strong is doing it. But yeah, it's interesting that they're doing it.
Hmm.
That they're letting everybody do it because I want to say that I could have swore something happened and they didn't want it done anymore.
Hmm.
I kind of feel like that happened. I can't remember why, but yes, it's interesting to see how many wrestlers, and plus with it happening like right now with like multiple wrestlers like doing it at the same time.
Hmm.
So now it's kind of becoming like the DDT, like everybody can do it
Yeah.
instead of it being like one person's signature move and only that person
Hmm.
doing it. Match of the night, last match of the night, Top Gods versus Willow and Jet Speed.
Hmm.
Naturally, Penelope had to get involved, so it ended with the Top Gods winning.
Yeah, and that's when Harley Cameron came out and with a guitar thing. Uh, and she's trying to be Willow's. I guess she's gonna be Willow Nightingale's partner to win for the tag titles if they do that.
Yeah, well, she wasn't exactly happy with Chris's response
Yeah.
when she was trying to make her tag partner. Um, it she tried with Mercedes, she tried with Chris,
Yeah.
so now she has to try with Willow. And
Hmm.
the question
But I think
is
I think that Statlander gave her that suggestion because she said that she's gonna be busy defending the title, so she's not gonna have time to do the team or the tag team. And then, of course, Mercedes on there. She got 10 belts now, so
so yeah, that was an interesting week of wrestling. And surprisingly, we got through it rather quickly.
yeah.
So what are you looking forward to next week?
Um, hopefully they're making some sense out of this Uso thing. Um,
Nope.
I really want them to make sense out of it.
He is not talking to them until Christmas. So you
No,
got
I
some
don't
time.
care about that. No, no, no. I'm talking about my twins. I'm not talking about Roman Reigns.
And the only way it's gonna get solved is if Roman is present. So you got till Christmas. So you got
No,
time
no,
to you
mm-mm,
got plenty of time to
no,
to to go ahead and you
no.
got Halloween coming up in a couple of
We
weeks.
ain't
So
waiting. They better get
yes.
to
Oh
it.
yes, you will wait on your tribal chief.
I'm going mama mode. No.
You will wait on your
Um,
tribal chief.
they gonna tell me right now. Um,
Well, no, they telling you right now you will wait on your tribal chief,
no, no.
which means a ho ho ho. We'll see you at
Uh,
Christmas.
Jonathan and Josh better get it together. Um,
No, it
and I'm looking
is
forward
nope,
to.
nope, nope. And
I'm
that's why they
looking
call it
forward
the
to.
waiting game. The waiting
I'm
game.
looking
You will
forward
wait and
to
you will
the.
like it because
Uh-uh,
you will
no,
acknowledge your tribal chief.
no. I'm looking forward to the Jacob and Drew McIntyre match. Um, I think they could do some good things. Um,
I want to see if they're gonna mellow down Jacob. That's the main thing I'm looking forward to on that match. I want to see if they're gonna mellow down
even
Jacob.
though, even though they did on like the show. But he was like, I do this shit, Drew. I do this. And they let it fly. So I don't know. But anyway, I'm
Yeah,
looking
yeah,
forward to that.
yeah.
I'm looking.
I'll believe it when the match comes, and I see what I see. If I don't see what I expect to see, then we will revisit this next week for sure. So
I'm also looking forward to what's going to happen between the MFTs and the Y6 if that comes, whatever.
I'm not.
I am. I'm
I'm
also looking forward to um what's going to happen um between the Street Profits since they lost their match.
Yeah, because the question is who's gonna be healed, and seeing that we haven't seen Bianca in a while, will she join her husband no matter what side he ends up on? And
Hmm.
if she joins her husband, where does that put them in the title picture?
Hmm. And also, I do got to mention an honorable mention that match between AJ Styles and John Cena. Chef's kiss.
So so yeah, Crown Jewel happened yesterday. I happened to not go anywhere yesterday.
Hmm.
So oh yes, thank you for reminding me. Yeah, if yesterday was any indication, I am completely done with ESPN being a part of anything WWE. So here's what happened before we go into Crown Jewel. Again,
Yes.
thank you for reminding me. Started Crown Jewel. So before we go into Crown Jewel, so I go to Crown Jewel because I wake up. I woke up after everything had started, so I do the start over again that you could do on ESPN. Okay,
Hmm.
so I'm watching it. Get most of the way through it, but most of the way through it, it's over in real time. So they decided in the middle of the John Cena match, I was done watching and it was time to start watching football. Uh-uh. No, 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 no. If I'm paying $9.99 on Peacock, I'll let that slide. I'm not doing that. I'm paying 30 something dollars
Hmm.
for my bundle. And you don't tell me when I want to watch football. I let you know when I want to watch football because I click and select
Hmm.
football, not while I'm in the middle of another show. I
Hmm.
didn't even get to watch the press conference because I went back and I bounced out. I went back in. I put it back around the area where I was when they cut me off, and then it played all the way through. But then the part where it was supposed to play through the press conference, I was debating on whether I wanted to watch that or not. And then it flipped over to football, and I'm like, all right, well, at least you let me finish out the show.
Hmm.
It is Saturday. It is college football day. I do gotta get some watching in for tomorrow. Um, but yeah, if that's what I'm looking at, and then me and you were talking about this whole thing with uh SmackDown and whether or not it is still on the USA app.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I get it. They're trying to make money, but have your stuff together, man.
I think what they need to do is put it on one platform. If they
Which they
gonna do,
had that when they had it on Peacock.
yeah, if they do Netflix, do Netflix. If they do Peacock, do Peacock. If you want to do ESPN, do ESPN, but just have one thing on one thing.
That
People don't got
way,
money like that.
if another entity, USA, has somebody buy their app and those people start doing stuff with the app, I don't have to worry about it.
Because I got HBO Max and I watch True Crime, ID. ID is on HBO Max. I don't have to go nowhere else.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So
put it on
um,
Tubi. They got Evolve on Tubi. Put it on Tubi.
I
Granted,
got I can
actually,
watch AW, I can watch movies, I can watch ID, I can watch CNN. I mean, I can watch whatever I want. And it's all on one app. So I don't need my Discovery Plus anymore. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah. So, all right. Enough of my rant.
yeah,
Um,
I feel you. I
the
feel you.
Bronze versus Bronson. Sorry, Bronson Reed versus
It is
Roman
technically
Reigns.
the Bronx, yeah. Technically.
Yeah. That is the way it ended up. Which I'm kind of sick of that because that I I know that they need it to make filler to do build ups, but having it happen all the time, it gets to the point that it's like, why am I even invested when I know how this is gonna turn out? I know one of them is gonna show up. Um, but
I'm
Bronson Reed
thinking what
won because of Jay and
yeah. I'm
because of
thinking that
Jay and Jimmy.
they're keep putting them like that because they're trying to build them into stars. So they're
Yeah,
trying to
but
put them
there seems to always be a reason
okay.
to
Yeah.
have outside interference. There seems
Yeah.
to always be that excuse. Obviously Bronson Reed won because
Hmm.
Jay messed up.
Protected protected Roman.
Um
Um
and Roman is obviously furious and then Jay gets mad because all I was trying to do was help. I know I made that mistake. God, doesn't it sound like so many people that you dealt with in your life? Like, I was just trying to help. Why you get mad at me? I know it went wrong, but like, what you mean, but? No, like, no, there is no but.
yeah.
I asked you to stay in your lane. You didn't stay in your lane. And because you didn't stay in your lane, stuff went wrong. Now, don't talk to me till Christmas.
And I was reading somewhere where they said that Crown Jewel is not Roman Reigns pay-per-view because he always losing. So
Well, yeah,
yeah.
a match that I knew who was going to win, but I was on the fence about it because I wasn't 100% sure. But turned out I was right. Gee, I wonder what would happen if they actually let Julia run things by herself like they did Stephanie Vaquer. Maybe it could have
Oh my
been
gosh.
maybe that could have been where they had Stephanie Vaquer versus Julia too. But they don't know if they're ready to push Jade yet.
I digress.
So
I digress.
yeah, that's right. But it was a good match.
It
There
was
was no miscues by
no.
anybody. Nobody missed their
Yeah.
nobody missed their cue. There were no referee issues. Everything
Uh-uh.
went the way it was supposed to go.
And she hit that moonsault, that twirly moonsault or whatever they call it.
Uh-huh.
So to get the win. So I was like, okay, yeah, she's the one. La Primera. So
Oh, who hit a moon? Who hit a moonsault and messed up everything? Uh, somebody hit a moonsault
Tiffany?
and came down across with both knees, with both shins. Was that Tiffany?
Oh,
I saw two moonsaults. One moonsault, somebody came down across
oh,
somebody
it was
with
actually that
with two
moonsault that she
shins,
did was good, but she did hit. Stephanie did hit a little awkwardly.
and then there was another one where somebody did a moonsault and they completely missed, and they had to play it off.
Oh, I don't know. I can't remember right now. It's not coming to me.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody hit a moonsault this week, and they completely missed, except for their
It was probably
arms.
it's probably during it was probably during the um Rhea EO match.
Yeah, I just can't remember which one did
Yeah,
it.
which one? Yeah.
Somebody hit a moonsault and they completely missed.
Um, then there was actually when I was looking at these matches, I forgot the Rhea match. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. It would not make sense for not Rhea not to be on here. But
Oh,
anyway,
okay, so Paul congratulates Bronson, speaks to the greatness of them in the
mhm,
future, tells them not, no matter what, don't go out during the Seth match because we
mhm,
have to know Seth has to know that he's the man.
yeah.
And then Bronson looks at Breaker and
Braun looks
no, it
at
was yeah. It was
yeah,
the other way
Braun
around.
like,
Breaker
what if
looked at
Seth don't win? He said, what if Seth don't win? He said, then we'll know what to do.
and then they both looked at each other. And then I went, I knew it. I knew he had a side plan. But then my side plan, because at first I said Brock, but then I thought about something.
Mm, okay.
What would be another swerve that nobody would see coming? Because Brock would seem obvious. You know, all this talk about Cody going heel. What if
Yeah.
Cody wins
Yeah.
and then the Bronze come out with Paul and stand
And,
behind him, staring at Seth
yeah.
right before the beatdown ensues? See, I can be a writer. You don't need a bachelor degree. Like I can make it spicy. I
Yeah.
can make it spicy. I could do it. Yes, I could do it. I can make it spicy. And I will make people want to watch every week to see what other diabolical things I could come up with. I could do it.
Hmm.
But I digress.
Yeah.
AJ Styles, John Cena Battle Royal.
That
That was
that
Battle Royal,
was match of the night. That was
which
a
was
great
crazy
match.
because the Vaqueric Stratton match could have also been match of the night.
Yeah.
Um,
They're number two.
oh Jesus. Um, yeah,
They
that
was
was that was a battle royal
yeah.
because yeah, it was two people's names
Yeah. But
on
they was doing everybody's booth.
it was like there was two people on the marquee, but yet we saw Randy Orton, we saw we
Hmm.
saw the Undertaker,
Bray
uh
Wyatt, Shawn
Chris
Michaels, Christopher
Jericho.
Daniels, The Miz, Frankie Kazarian. We saw
It's like
everybody.
Jesus Christ, man. Oh, oh, geez.
Yeah.
So
They was about to do Rey Mysterio and
right.
bring him on in here.
AJ said, "No, not on me.
You're right.
I
And
I
then
have too many."
it probably would have looked good anyway.
Right. So yeah, but that was a great match, and it was a great way. It was a great way for John to go out.
Hmm.
Um,
And I hope they give AJ the same respect next year because that's his last year, which is, but I get it.
he's not a WWE original, so don't count on it.
Man,
Uh,
please.
huh?
AJ is, that's what they say. He's phenomenal. He is, he is WWE now. Okay. So he can retire and have the same respect.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
And
That he did not pop off like the Undertaker. So the Undertaker is one of the few the non-WWE originals that they had to give the respect to, because even when Vince was like, yeah, we'll keep you employed, but you'll just do whatever. Even though the crowd still loves you, we're not going to actually put the title on you like the crowd was wanting. We're going to put the belt on other people, and we just need you to stay loyal. And the Undertaker stayed loyal, kept putting new wrinkles on the Phenom, and even changed it, completely changed it, did a 180 to be the American Badass, and helped Kid Rock crossover to rock music, and by using his song to come out to. And oh geez, yeah. Don't get me wrong, while my faith isn't that high that they'll do it, I agree with you that he does technically deserve it. And if he doesn't get it, then I know TNA better look him up and try to see if they can give him a last match to go out in TNA.
Yeah, he can face Leon Slater.
Huh?
He can face Leon Slater.
No.
Why not?
Uh-huh.
Why not?
No. He could get the same respect that John Cena's getting, in the fact that he can fight some
How
of
did
his.
they do? How did they do John Cena's retirement?
Huh?
How did they do John Cena's retirement?
I don't know who his last match is gonna be, but it's not a newbie.
How was his ring? How was that heel turn? One of the They should have just kept it. Like they basically saying John Cena is booking his own opponents now.
And he says that everybody is lying, and Triple H says that is a lie.
They brought Brock Lesnar back for what?
That's something we're gonna have to ask Triple H, the because originally when it first happened, it was said that John wanted him, and then Triple H and eventually John Cena both said no, that wasn't their idea. So either they made it happen and they lied, or John Cena is booking his own matches. Supposedly the crowd was the reason why AJ, the people on the internet, was the reason why AJ ended up being his next match. So we'll never know, because
Yeah, but
until
they
after they
didn't.
retire,
But
they'll never tell.
until John Cena said something on Twitter, that's when they said, "Okay, yeah, let's book it." So John Cena said, "No, forget that. I'm doing this."
So we'll never know why the whole match versus him and Brock came. Matter of fact, where is Brock?
My sentiments exactly. My sentiments exactly.
Oh geez. But yeah, then next it was EO and the Kabuki Warriors. And yeah, I think that was where it happened. I'm trying to remember. You know what? It might have been Rhea.
Mm,
It might have been Rhea, because
hmm
she got up to the top. She looked at the crowd. She was looking around, and then she did it. And then the only thing that hit, I think it was Kyrie, was her arms, because she overshot it.
Yeah.
And first thing that came out of my mouth was, "See, if you had spent less time looking at the crowd and focused, you would have hit it."
But it was
So
good. It was a good match overall.
yeah. It was
Um,
still a good match. I'm not take that away from. But yeah, obviously the two that fought for number one was definitely Verkeer and
yeah.
the two-man battle royal. Um, like John even tripped me out when he did the punt, when he attempted to do
He
the
tried to
punt.
do the punt.
It's
Yeah,
like, what?
bro.
It was like they
Come
won't
on.
even let Randy do the punt. It's
Right.
and then he didn't do it. I was like, oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
It's like, oh man. but yeah, that was great. Then we get to the main event. Seth proved that he could do it by himself,
Yeah,
but he didn't prove that he didn't have to cheat.
yeah. He had to use his Rolex, which was a fake one. I'm guaranteed. But I digress.
Well, yeah,
He
just in
hit him
case
in the
somebody decided to jump the ramp and
yeah,
grab it and take off.
hit him in the face, and he won the match. So that was another protected loss. But yeah.
Is that what we're calling them now? Because there's been a lot of in that case, there's been a lot of protected losses in the history of, of
Yeah. Well,
in
because
the history of wrestling.
you can't make Cody look, so he's supposed to be QB1. So
Yeah, but here's the other part I don't like about it.
okay.
It leaves the door open to them needing to face each other to ultimately figure out who is the one. And that
Oh
and
well.
I don't like that part.
Oh well.
Well, what do you mean? Oh well, that's closing the door. Especially with you should see where I'm coming from because
I see it.
not only am I speaking up for people in the name of having different faces for title matches.
I see it.
This includes your Usos. Your Usos cannot potentially have time for space for a title shot if the two champions is too busy playing Highlander. There can only
Well,
be one.
right now they're on separate brands. So I don't know if they're going to
Key
revisit
word.
it. I don't
Key.
think they're going to revisit it at this time. I think what's done is done.
We can only hope. People have been jumping back and forth this whole time.
That's true.
So we can only hope.
That's true.
Okay.
And that
Now
ended the show.
this has been another episode of
Hmm.
Wrestling Kingdom.
I
Um
do want to say, I'm going to try to start going to these independent shows like PW Revolver, whatever local I could find, because uh, hopefully we can get some interviews and things like that, so I can just kind of build up credibility, so we can get more
yeah.
interviews and stuff like that. So I'm gonna try to go to these shows, and especially PW Revolver. They're in Dayton, but they have like all these wrestlers that are known, like Shotzi, like uh Myron Reed, like um Zachary Wentz, Trey Miguel, that like all of them. I think Zachary Wentz owns PW Revolver, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember. But yeah. So go there and just, try to see what I can finesse.
Yeah, and there's a I can't remember his name, but I was working and there was this one guy that admitted that he had spent a little time in the WWE and he gave me his Instagram. I'm gonna have to go through and find him and see if I can reach out to him and maybe we can bring him on here for an interview
Mm-hmm.
and try to see about. I'm still having issues finding out where exactly to send like an email to the WWE and
They
send.
got one, but they don't. Um, it's like they don't respond.
Yeah, because I even went to the TKO one and
Yeah,
I didn't get a response there either.
yeah,
So
they don't respond. I went to AEW too, and they do like one of those, auto replies or whatever, but I never heard nothing back from them either. So I was like, yeah, I think I need to build up some credibility. So I want to do that. And then there's one with, remember Wildcat Chris Harris? Um, he got a promotion. I went there one day with Aries and didn't even realize that I was talking to Wildcat Chris Harris. So I was like, "You look so familiar." I was just looking. I'm like, "He looks familiar. Like I've seen him before." And then turns out, but anyway, they have shows in like Batavia and you know around locally. So yeah.
So, all right. Well, this has been another episode of Wrestling Kingdom. We're on episode 9, and I'm Dante Suave, Tasha Jones. It's been super fun,
Mm-hmm.
and we'll see you guys next week.
All right. Bye.
I'm still waiting for the punchline to come. I'm still waiting for the punchline to come. Can you explain the joke? Because I don't get it. Can you explain the joke? Because I don't get it. You are a narcissist. You have manipulated